Hey everybody, it's Matt from You and Your Horror Movies, and I want to apologize I haven't had a video out in a while. Just been very busy with work and some family issues. Got some sick grandfathers, so yeah, I've been having to deal with that. So far so good. But anyway, I remember JP doing a video a while back. He said this was an old school thing they did back in the day when YouTube was about and about when they were young ones, I guess. I don't know. It was called 10 Reviews in 10 Minutes. So you pretty much have 1 minute review and go right to the next one and so on and so on. So I said, you know what, that looks pretty fun. I'm going to give that a shot. So without further ado, I'm going to let this go for a couple 20 something more seconds. When that 1 minute hits, I'm going to start doing the lightning round of reviews. So I just randomly grabbed a bunch of DVDs and we're going to go from there. Pretty much 3, 2, 4, 3, 2, 1, and here we go. Contract. Contract is about a woman who is having a shitty day, and she complains to this man in the shadows. And she complains about her husband, her best friend, her boss, grocery clerk, bunch of other people, babysitter. And the guy starts writing everything down. And later on, she decides, you know what, I'll take care of this. So he said, sign this napkin for me. Just do it. So she does. Well, it happens to be a contract that this killer has made her filled out. So, of course, kind of like a slasher where they're getting picked off one by one in different ways. Fun little slasher, kind of, if you want to call it that. It's kind of like a Alfred Hitchcock type movie. But good high body count, some good kills. Acting's pretty good. So I recommend The Contract, guys. If you've never seen it, definitely check it out. It's actually a worthwhile. I found it at Walmart dump-in a long time ago. Alright, next one is called Dead Mind, put out by Turbo. Now this was one I watched at first I did not like. I decided to give it a second viewing, and I actually liked it. Maybe because it was the mood I was in or whatnot. It's a bunch of explorers looking for the Yamashita gold mine. It's supposed to be a lost World War II bunker that supposedly held a lot of gold. Well, they get attacked by guerrillas, and they're now trapped in this mine. Kind of find out there are zombie samurai that are now unleashed in this mine, and they have to figure out survival, and they get taken out pretty much one at a time. Guns a blazing, blood a going. Actually, a lot of fun. Zombie samurai, you can't beat that. I don't think they ever made any films with zombie samurais. But it's actually a decent watch, guys. Again, good high body count. Cool World War II stuff. And again, zombie samurai. Zombie samurais. You can say that a couple times. You're as good as me. Next, Open Graves. This happens to be a killer board game. Almost like a Jumanji, but people die. Pretty much they decide to find this weird board game in this weird, off the shooting little inn somewhere. I want to say in some island. It's pretty much covered by a witch. This witch designed this board game by human bones and everything. Once you start playing the game, if you die in the game, you die in real life, one at a time. So if you pull out the card that says you were killed by snakes, well, guess what? A bunch of snakes are going to come at you and poison you. Some are going to be like falling off cliffs, car accidents. It's kind of an interesting take on a killer board game. Not a lot of people probably will like this one as much. It's a hit or miss for some, but definitely check it out if you've never seen Open Graves. Killer Jumanji. Next, we're going with Hell Asylum. Again, these are all random. This is a full moon supernatural slasher. Pretty much, they are shooting a TV show called Chill Challenge in this abandoned asylum. They got video cameras everywhere, and they got a bunch of random girls coming in to fill out this assignment. Pretty much, if they scare you, you're out of the challenge and you lose the money. Well, there's also this weird shadowy being going around picking off the contestants and some of the crew members in this hell asylum. Some decent blood, some decent gore to it. And of course, it's a fight for survival, trying to escape the Asylum of Doom, or where the hell it is. Some weird asylum. But again, pretty cool take. Got some found footage to it, but it's also a mix of just a normal slasher too, because this killer is like this weird black shadow. It's pretty interesting in how they did that. So check out Hell Asylum from Full Moon. Next up, we have Red Sands. Red Sands is about a bunch of troops in Desert Storm. They come across a bunch of statues, like a holy ground, while they decide to desecrate it and they shoot it all up. Well, encased in one of the statues happens to be a evil jinn, and this jinn now escapes. And of course, now it's taking out the troops one at a time. It's like another supernatural type slasher. Kind of a weird film. Uh, the troops do deserve what they get because they desecrated this like weird statue in Afghanistan or whatnot. It takes place in present day. Whoops. Well, they're bad troops. So I got the film, and I won't have time to pick it up. Maybe. But again, Red Sands. Again, if you're into killer genie movies, this is another type of killer gin. But don't think of Wishmaster. Completely different, and they kill you a lot different too. The Burning Dead with Danny Trejo. Oh my God. Danny Trejo plays a Native American Indian telling the story of this past where these settlers were settling in this one forest area, killing off Indians, raping, pillaging, and this settlers happens to be a cannibalistic family. While they're all killed and everything, and their bodies were tossed in this volcano. Present day, earthquake happens, the volcano erupts, and it shoots out lava and these fire-breathing zombies that vomit lava. Yes. This is a very popcorn-type movie. Very goofy. Something you don't take serious. Danny Trejo's only in this for a little while. He is the narrator of this movie. But again, vomiting zombies that vomit lava. Yeah. Short budget. Next we have is Scarred. Here's another slasher. I think I just picked up a bunch of slashers. Jesus. But anyway, the bunch of photographers and some models are doing a photo shoot in this weird cabin area. They're supposed to stay in this certain area where, certain areas are off limits, blah, blah, blah. Well, some decided to take off into the unwanted area. And they come across this giant behemoth. His name is Jonah Candy. And he has got this weird cloth mask and everything. And he starts killing the camera crew, the models one at a time. It's a typical run-of-the-mill slasher. There's nothing really serious, extraordinary about this movie. It's not like, oh my God, this slasher is awesome or great. It's mediocre. So guys, if you want to check out Scarred, why not? It's a slasher, especially love slashers. Another slasher, Jesus. Most Likely to Die. This was released, I think, in 2016. Pretty much a bunch of high school friends got together for a reunion. You have your jock, you have your class clown, the girl most likely to succeed, and everybody, while they're all at this party having a grand old time. Well, someone else wasn't invited. Someone gowned in a graduation gown, a razor-tipped hat and everything with a knife, is now picking them off one at a time. Maybe it's because they picked on someone back in high school. Was it an ex? You don't know until near the end, which is pretty cool. And they left it open for a sequel. I would kind of love to see a sequel to this. This slasher was actually very decent. It was well done. Some really different kills. Some inventive kills. Some good blood. So I highly recommend checking out Most Likely to Die. It's actually a really good slasher film. Next up, we have Reeker. Bunch of college kids are going out and going to, I think, a rave. Well, come to find out, they get into a bad accident. And now the supposedly almost like a Grim Reaper or a supernatural being is now taking them off one at a time. But the problem why they call it Reeker is you can smell him before he actually shows up. And that's why there's always these weird bad smells. The ending was fantastic when everything's all wrapped around. There's reasons why when they're talking to certain people, no one's understanding what's going on. It's got a very good twist to it. I actually like the twist. So if you've never seen Reeker, there's actually a sequel to it too called, I think it's No Man's Land, Rise of the Reeker. But first, check this one out first. I think you'll really enjoy this flick. I know I did. I watched it several times. And last, for my video, In the Deep, also known as 24 Meters Down. Yes, this movie's still in the theaters. This happens to be the film that was pulled off the shelves and recalled so they can put it on the theaters. Pretty much a bunch of girls going on a scuba dive excursion in a shark tank. Core breaks, land, and they crash in the bottom of the reef of this ocean, 47 meters down from the boat. Now they're trapped with hungry sharks and running out of oxygen from the tanks. No way to communicate with the boat upstairs. Well, they try to figure out ways how to communicate. Very eerie. This movie is actually really good. So if you're thinking about checking out 24 Meters Down, I highly recommend it. Big time. There's some scenes that made me very uncomfortable, especially in the ocean, because you're in their territory, and so check it out. Go check it out in the theaters. All right, guys, that's it for my 10 videos reviews in 10 minutes. I did it. So yeah, that was a lot of fun. All right, guys, let me know in the comments down below. Let me know what you think. I hope you enjoyed this little video, and let me hear your thoughts. Thanks, guys. Peace.